Hi friends, today I'm going to show you how I used my Calendula Infused oil to make hand salve. You can use it for lip balm, and also I'll be showing you how to make massage oil. And here I have a glass jar that I don't mind melting beeswax in, because it's quite difficult to remove beeswax from your jar or your dish. I have beeswax here. I have containers for lip balm and containers for hand salve. And I will be melting the beeswax with the oil on my stovetop, which has a warmer. Now I'll be using tea tree oil and rose essential oil. The tea tree is mostly for the hand salve. It'll be a bit medicinal as it does have antibacterial properties, so it would be great not only for dry hands but for cleansing the hands of bacteria. It's going to be great for minor cuts and scrapes, as tea tree can be healing. Now this is the Australian tea tree, not the New Zealand one. And then the Rose Absolute is rose essential oil and jojoba oil, and I use this. Sometimes I'll use a little bit in lip balm, but mostly I like to use it as mixed with the beeswax and oil as a temple rub. It's great for menopause. It has antidepressant properties, aphrodisiac properties. Also good as like a perfume butter, something that you can just rub on the inside of your wrists. This is the amount of beeswax I have, which is about 15 scoops. Basically, it doesn't really matter what kind of scoop you use, if it's a tablespoon or a teaspoon. You just need to triple the amount of oil. So if I have 15 of these filled with beeswax, then I would do 45 filled with oil, and that makes a perfect, almost perfect lip balm or salve. It's just the right consistency. I am unable to find a dish that would hold all 15 scoops of beeswax and then 45 scoops of oil inside of it, so I'm just going to do a small batch to start. And I realized after I did this video that a wider bowl, such as the one that the beeswax is in already, actually works better, because the beeswax gets to spread out and it melts a lot easier. Now, the beeswax isn't really going to melt very well without the oil, so this is why you need to add the oil. And I'm using a warmer on top of my stove. Another way could be to just put it in the oven, in a warm oven, and keep shutting the oven off so it doesn't get too hot. And definitely use an oven safe dish. This is my calendula oil that I am straining. This is the calendula oil I made a video about. It's just an herb infused in oil for a few weeks in the dark in a glass jar, and it's been a few weeks, so I'm now straining it. I'm adding the oil to my lip balm and salve mixture. So as part of the oil ratio, I'm using this calendula oil. I ended up starting in the jar on the stove with 8 scoops of beeswax. Then I did 8 scoops of grapeseed oil, and now I'm going to add another 16 scoops of the calendula infused oil. So my hand salve and my lip balm and my temple rub, whatever I make, is going to have extra healing properties from the calendula. Now, calendula is extremely healing. In fact, it can heal so fast that you want to make sure not to ever put it on anything that's infected, because the skin will heal fast over the infection and seal the infection inside. So with calendula infused oil, it's always a good idea to have some kind of antibacterial or an essential oil with antibacterial properties, or an herb such as St. John's wort or tea tree oil, which is what we're using today. Now I'm showing you here that you can also use your oven. I just put it on a really low setting and put my jar in there. I put it on top of a baking sheet just in case anything happens. I'm not expecting my jar to break, but it could if you left the heat on too high for too long. Just sticking a little spatula in the oil and letting it cool to see if it's the consistency I want. Just give it a little test on your lips, see if you like it. I apologize, I can't find the videos that shows the end result of the lip balm and hand salve, but basically you just want to wait until the beeswax is completely melted. You've tested the consistency, you like it. Now you can add your essential oils. For every ounce of the fluid, you could add 18 drops of an essential oil. Tea tree for the salve, rose essential oil for lips or body butter. And just make sure to add the essential oils last. Then you pour it into your containers and let cool. Make sure you label and try to use within 6 months. Here I have the rest of my Calendula Infused oil, and for every ounce I can add about 18 drops of rose essential oil, which is also mixed with jojoba oil. I use a little funnel to put it in these cute little jars, and I made sure to make a label so then I can always refer back to what is in my massage oil samplers. Video for educational purposes only, not meant to treat, cure, or diagnose disease. Always consult with your physician and or an aromatherapist if you have any medical conditions or are taking any medications. Ciao.